Morning, guys. Good morning. Happy Monday. Ravens win. Ravens dominate. Ravens cruise. Ravens finish the game. A lot of good things there with the Ravens yesterday. My favorite thing, though, is that they didn't give up any points at the end. Red zone defense was great. Still get to give up a couple big random pass plays, but that's the NFL. To hold them down there at the end, even though Broncos would have gotten a touchdown or two, it probably wouldn't have mattered. Was a really, really good sign. So that was awesome. The way they run the ball was awesome. Flowers was great, game changing play to end the first half. So tons of great things there with the Ravens. They dominate Denver and they get the Bengals on Thursday. Cannot wait for that game. Bengals win this weekend against the Raiders. They're 4-5. It's gonna be a great game Thursday. So plenty to talk about as far as the Ravens are concerned. We'll do that on Thursday. Pretty good day yesterday. Didn't end great there as the Colts lost, so I'll start there. Went 4-2, so feel good about that. But the Colts, man, Flacco just couldn't get it together. It's like that first drive, they went down the field and then they fumbled the ball. They were going right down the field, and then after that, the offense, it just, either drop ball or they'd give up a sack or penalties and just couldn't get it done. They had a 7-0 lead off the defensive touchdown at halftime, and Vikings pulled it out. So that was a loss for me at the end of the night. Good win for the Vikings. Feeling not great there about the Colts. Just I don't know exactly. It's just a hard situation there because they went right down the field, like I said, to start the game, and then they just couldn't do anything else. Still, obviously, can't go back to Richardson. Got to stay with Flacco. Vikings defense was pretty good. Not a lot of holes there in the secondary, especially in the second half. Colts, I thought, were a little too tight. Could have been more aggressive, but they lose. So not great there. But yeah, anyway, let's go through the rest of the games. And we'll start with Buffalo. Bills beat the Dolphins. Man, it feels like it might be the Bills' year, the way they won the game. I did say that the game I thought was going to be tight, ended up being very tight. Bills win at the buzzer with Tyler Bass hitting the field goal, 61 yards. Feels like the luck, these 50-50 things for the Bills are all coming up the right way for them this year. And, they haven't been coming up for them the past couple of years. Really big win for the Bills. Dolphins aren't dead, but they're as close to dead as you can be. They're 2-6 now. The offense looked good the past couple of weeks, but they're not finishing games. Tough, 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 tough. Bills win. Saints lose to the Panthers. Panthers pull it out. Had a funny feeling that was going to be the case. Just couldn't, of course, pull the trigger on the Panthers first week of the season and lose by 100. And they win. Bryce Young gets it done. They beat the Saints. Saints got to get rid of the coach. Panthers have a first-year coach, so he's going to get to stick around. But the Saints got to get rid of their coach. They got to do something different. They need a new coach, new quarterback. I said before the year, Saints are going to be terrible. They just are. They're just not a good football team. Derek Carr was back yesterday. That's a net negative most of the time when he's out there. They just got to move on. He's a backup quarterback next year somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere. Can't win with him. He's just very average at best. Panthers win that game. Falcons did what they were supposed to do, and I'll tell you what, Drake London's starting to become really, really good. The Falcons' offense is very dynamic. They jump on the Cowboys, kind of took their foot off the gas a little bit in the second half. They win. Dallas loses. Dallas is teetering. Talk about teetering. Dallas is now 3-5. Things are going in the wrong direction for the Cowboys. Obviously, the 7th spot is still available for them, but that division is just getting away as Washington and Philly both win. Good win for the Falcons, especially if Tampa loses tonight. They're looking like they're putting some separation there away from the Bucs in that division. Bucs got to go to Kansas City tonight, so really good win for the Falcons. Kind of predictable, played out pretty much the way I think most people thought. Falcons beat the Cowboys. Chargers win, exactly. That's the game I got dead right about. So Chargers just dominated Cleveland. Cleveland's so bad. Yeah, we're gonna look back at this Ravens season and be like, you lost to the Raiders and the Clowns. It's like, yeah, it's football. It's weird. Things happen because they are just bad. Chargers dominate them. Chargers, bright spot for the Chargers yesterday is they had a couple big plays. So I said the game was going to be a 17-14 or pretty tight game is what I thought. And it was outside of a couple big plays for the Chargers. On a 3rd and 21, they got a touchdown, got a 63-yard touchdown, I think, something like that. So the Chargers, if they get explosive plays, they're just, you got to give Harbaugh credit over there. Fundamentally sound. Chargers are a completely different team. Like that, I mean, for the past however long I've been watching football, it feels like they always screw up. always had talent. Now this year they get rid of the talent on the outside, Allen and Mike Williams, and they're just stronger. They're tougher. They're running the football. Dobbins looks great. Chargers win. I'd be surprised if they don't head to the playoffs, and that's a team you do not want to play. Bengals, as I talked about earlier. Thank God I didn't take the Raiders under total team points. They got a touchdown at the end of the game, so that felt good that I skipped out on that. But the Bengals dominate the Raiders. Raiders suck. Bengals, we'll find out. Let's see, Thursday night. They're going to be very desperate coming here. Cannot wait for that game. Raiders are done. They need a new coach and quarterback. They're in the same category as what's the other team? It was just as the Saints, right? So that's that there. Patriots, Titans. Drake May's actually really good. Like if you didn't see that last play, I encourage you to watch it, especially last drive actually. But last play to get the game to overtime, Drake May's like really good. The Patriots found something there. Whether or not they put the right coach and the right players around him, we'll find out. But he's good. He passes those immediate tests, those little things that you're looking for, stepping up in the pocket, awareness in the pocket, just raw athleticism. Pretty smart, like good with the footballs, not throwing the ball away, not doing Jordan Love things. We'll get to him in a second. Yeah, really impressed with the Patriots. Titans pull it out. So I don't know what that means really. It does probably irrelevant, but Titans do get the win. But the takeaway for me from that game was that the Patriots found the right quarterback. Like Drake May, this is going to go down as like the best quarterback class because May's really, really, really good. Saw enough of him now a couple weeks in a row. So yeah, impressed with him. Last game of the first week was of the 1 o'clock games was the Commanders, and they're just talk about really good. Jaden Daniels gets it done again. Does Washington add somebody at the trade deadline? This is the last week you can make a trade. In the next day, was it Tuesday, I believe, or Wednesday? So I mean, Washington could win the Super Bowl. Like I don't know if they want to add anybody or not, but they're just clicking. Their teams are not being able to figure it out. That Giants defense is pretty damn good, and Washington was able to get it done. I don't know if they're going to add anybody or not, but Washington's good. Washington wins. Giants aren't good. I think that's not breaking any news this morning, but yeah, the Commanders win. That was a game that I think most people that are betting, it's like, man, is Washington finally going to lay an egg? It's a division game. I know I was thinking that, but they got up early and they finished it out. So Commanders win. I'm always impressed when a team can finish it out running the football. You know, the way the Ravens did yesterday, that's a really good sign. The way the Ravens ran the ball in at the end zone, in the red zone with Henry in the second half, and then just kill the clock. Commanders did that yesterday. So Washington is rolling. All right, 4 o'clock games. Got this one right. Cardinals just dominated Chicago. There was like two things going on there. As I said in the little write up, the way they lost last week and the traveling. I guess if you want to put those together as one thing, and then Cardinals are actually pretty good. Cardinals played Buffalo really tough in the first week of the season. They laid a big egg in Green Bay, but outside of that, the Cardinals have been really good. The Cardinals are Kyler Murray when things are going well, and that defense. I had a feeling they were going to be able to cook something up. Gannon, the coach over there, slowly but surely, has got that defense really looking good. James Conner ran the ball well. Wouldn't shock me at all if the Cardinals make the playoffs. They dominated Chicago. Chicago, on the other hand, not making the playoffs. Williams gets banged up. Something's just not right. If you watch the game, just the chemistry's off. I think they're going to have a new coach going into next year. I win with the Jaguars. I am not super proud of myself, but I'll take the win. They backdoor cover is a backdoor cover, and the Eagles miss a field goal at the end. So Jaguars cover 28-23, but they were dominated. It was 22-0. But this is why you can't bet on the Eagles, because the coach is just a moron. He just does things constantly that make no sense. So I don't know. I guess the Eagles have enough talent that I should probably stop betting against them every single week. Looks like they're probably going to make the playoffs. I don't know, though. I still think that coach is a moron, and there's too much football left. Don't trust them. Brown got beat up yesterday, but that defense is playing really well. Even though they gave up some points at the end in that fourth quarter, they were dominant getting after Lawrence. Jags are a hot mess. I'm firing all coaches today, I feel like, but I don't know how the Jags stay with Doug Peterson. You got to get off of him. That fourth down play Jacksonville ran in the second half was like 4th and 1. They ran some sort of passing play that was incomplete, but if the guy caught it, he was not even going to get a first down. They're just a hot mess over there in Jacksonville. They don't protect the quarterback. And speaking of hot mess, Seattle is really pissing me off. They just turnovers in the red zone yesterday. At least I didn't bet on the game, but man, for my future bets for Seattle, not feeling great. Rams pull it off in overtime yesterday. Seattle just can't close the door. Like, man, it just really sloppy football yesterday for Seattle. Two turnovers, and they throw a pick six in the end zone. Rams return all the way back. Seahawks defense plays good. The offense plays bad. Offense plays good. Defense plays bad. Not playing as a team. I don't know if they'll turn it around. I hope they do, but I'm fading them, or not fading them. I'm not betting them until I see something different. The loss in the 4 o'clock window for me was the Packers. The Lions were good yesterday. Dominant yesterday. Dominant. They lost their best player on defense, their safety Branch, and it didn't even matter. They ejected him from the game, and it still didn't matter. They were just dominant, dominant, dominant. Jordan Love making bad mistake and rain. Everything went exactly how I thought it would go as far as weather, sloppy, except the Lions were the team that weren't sloppy. The Packers were. So loss for me there. I don't know how you bet against the Lions at this point. It's like they are just playing really, really good football. Super impressed with them. They responded to be heartbroken from last year, the way they lost to the 49ers. They just come out, they eked out the win in week one against the Rams on Sunday night. They've just been, man, just dominant. They look like the best team in football that's not in Baltimore, except you got the stupid Chiefs still lurking around tonight. So those three teams, and I guess Buffalo, those are the four teams that look like they've separated right this second. Because the Lions, man, if you want to put the Commanders in there, I guess you maybe, but I think I think there's levels to it. And the Lions right now dominant in the NFC with the Bears losing and then beating the Packers. They beat the Vikings the week before. They get the Texans this weekend on Sunday Night Football. Yeah, should be a fun game to watch. So tonight, what we got? Bucks, Chiefs, 9 points. Man, Chiefs favored by 9. Just when I don't know. Yeah, I'm not betting against Mahomes, but 9 points is a lot of points. I still like this Bucks team. Um, should be fun. I'll dive more into it later. Get the prop bets out, and yeah, see what everybody else has. Hope everybody has a good day. Trying to see if I got anything else, but yeah, no more baseball. So back to just the off season of baseball. I'll probably do a pod about it in a little bit, but I don't know. All the drama and the free agent stuff isn't super exciting to me. More interested in the X's and O's and things on the field. So yeah, I'll be here in the morning with J Mart, see what happens with Mahomes tonight. If the Chiefs stay undefeated, good luck to whatever you're doing, and I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, thank you guys.